Hi guys, this is Chris from FitTech. I thought I would talk a little bit today about supplement use. I get questioned a lot about this. Short answer to supplement use: as a health coach and exercise specialist, I am not allowed to actually recommend or sell supplements, believe it or not. And that's a good thing because I think for the most part, you don't need them. That being said, I'm just going to kind of go over a few things that you should be aware of as a consumer, and also things that you should talk about to your doctor, because certain people do require supplements, but I'm not the one to actually recommend them or sell them. That being said, supplements is an umbrella term that spans like vitamins, minerals, botanicals, biosimilar stuff like the testosterone replacement, protein powders, muscle gainers. That's all under that umbrella. And believe it or not, there's no regulation on it. Like the FDA has no hand in it. So they can put pretty much what they want on their shelf and advertise it in a certain way that makes it sound like there's benefit from using these products. That being said, they're not all bad when we look at like vitamins. For instance, there's been studies done with vitamin B in terms of strokes and folic acid in terms of strokes, and with mothers that are expecting, multivitamin use in certain types of cancer. So yeah, maybe a multivitamin for certain people, it's neither bad or maybe good, and it's inexpensive, just a generic version. But mega doses, anything that's high in terms of high dose of any of these vitamins and minerals, no. That actually can be very harmful. For instance, calcium, too much calcium can lead to kidney stones and maybe even some heart issues, and beta carotene with cancer. So a general multivitamin, I'm not recommending. It's flat, you know. What I do want to point out is that my clients who are older, this is something that they should discuss with their physician. Because basically, as you get older, your B12 ability to absorb B12, E, D, and calcium decreases. So you might need to actually take a supplement, but your doctor can tell you if you should or shouldn't. That being said, there are tests for vitamin D and B12, blood tests that they can tell you if you're deficient, which is great. Calcium is a tricky other subject. It's hard to get through your diet, but that being said, if you're taking in 2 low-fat dairy sources a day, which I typically recommend to people, it's healthy, it's a low-cost form of protein, you're getting calcium and vitamin D, and I gotta say, it's a bioavailable calcium. It's not like a calcium supplement or calcium found in vegetables. It's readily absorbed, but generally speaking, you want to get at least 800 milligrams of calcium through both food and supplements. So if you're not taking in dairy, it might be a good idea to talk to your physician about calcium or supplement, okay, or other ways to get calcium. But dairy, low-fat dairy is very helpful in that regards. As well as vegans should have a discussion with their physicians. If you're a vegan, it's very hard to get B12, vitamin D, and also calcium in your diet. I'm not saying to go out and supplement. What I'm saying is you need to talk to your doctor. You need to be educated. That's why I put together this little video to educate you and highlight the page that it's on, so you can go and actually read the articles that I come across that I find are very helpful. Because the more knowledge you have, the better off you're going to be as a consumer. I know there's a lot of strength athletes out there that want to take all these different protein powders. Your body can only absorb a certain amount of protein. Going above double the RDA might not be a good idea. Taking in a little bit of extra protein, yeah, maybe. That's probably good through food. I do use a protein powder personally in my smoothies. I might have a couple times a week, or sometimes if I'm having oatmeal to get more protein per that meal. But basically, protein powder that I use is just a basic whey protein powder that doesn't have any fillers or additives. It's made by Cabot, the cheese company. I do also take a vitamin D. That's something that you should all talk to your doctor about. It's very hard for everyone to get vitamin D through their diet. And us that live in the northern hemisphere, we don't get as much sunlight exposure. So that's a conversation that you should have with your doctor about supplement use. So those are two supplements I do take. Protein powder maybe a couple times a week, vitamin D daily. The other supplement that I personally take, because I've been taking it since I did my master's thesis, it was in that area of research I was looking at, and it was about fish oil and vitamin E and aspirin use. And basically, I've been taking fish oil for many years. I do recommend to my clients twice a week to eat fish. It's very helpful, very, very beneficial. All the health agencies recommend that. But do you get the same benefit from taking fish oil versus having fish? They don't know. What I do know is the good people at Harvard Health did say that if you don't eat fish, maybe take a fish oil capsule, only about 1,000 grams. Yeah, I'm sorry, 1 gram. 1 gram. That's a big faux pas. 1 gram a day. Most fish oil capsule bottles recommend 2 grams, so maybe 1 gram would be fine. Also, people that should consider talking to the doctor about supplement use is those people who have osteoporosis, macular degeneration, Crohn's, and colitis. They're on a scope that they might need to have supplements in their daily intake. The other thing to look at when you're looking at supplements, if you're looking at any supplement, again, this is something you need to talk to your doctor about, but make sure it is certified. And there's 3 certifications out there: U.S. Pharmacopoeia, Consumer Lab, and NSF International. Again, this is all on my website to kind of give you a basic overview of what I believe about supplements. But what I do always tell people, and I do this myself, is that when I'm taking my vitamin D, I make sure I'm having it with a meal that has fat. Because if you just take a supplement on an empty stomach, like a multivitamin, the A, D, E, and K and some other compounds like flavonoids and carotenoids might not be absorbed because they need to have fat in the digestive tract, dietary fat, to absorb it. So if you're just taking in a vitamin, you might just be, excuse my language, pissing away the good benefits of that vitamin. So you want a little bit of dietary fat. It's not much, like a teaspoon, 30 to 50 calories per meal of healthy fat to help that absorption. The best form of that fat, and I mentioned this in another video, is a dietary oil like an olive oil, canola, soybean, those type of oils, peanut. So that being said, that was kind of like my overview on supplement use. I might get a lot of kickback on this. I am welcome to a conversation. I am going to narrow it to what I just said. Some athletes come to me and they say, what about creatine? Yeah, there's benefits from creatine use for power, performance, if you're an athlete. But if you're just looking for normal gains day to day, year to year, why take something that you're going to need to take for a long term to keep those gains? Why just do it naturally? That being said, it's one of those few supplements in the sports fitness genre that actually do work, that really has no harm to it. A lot of the athletes I've worked with, and there's been many, most of them don't like how it feels when they do take it. I've never taken it personally. So that being said, for most of you, hopefully the take-home message, if you're going to take a supplement, maybe a multivitamin, make sure it has vitamin D. Make sure you take that with a meal that has some fat in it. If you're older, discuss B12, E, D, calcium use. I have a really good detailed analysis of what you need to talk about on my webpage, and it's a very good description of the amounts I would like you guys to really look at, especially if you're older. And nothing beats a balanced diet, guys. Hopefully by this little talk you've learned a little bit of something today, and maybe I've saved you some money. I'm all for saving people money and making them healthier, and nothing beats a healthy diet. Thank you very much. See you soon.